Hi, everyone. Good morning, good evening. I'm Sophie Richardson, and I'm with Chinese Human Rights Defenders. Thank you so much for inviting me to be with you, and I'm sorry I'm not with you either in live virtual time or in person. We're gathering this week to mark the anniversary of the 709 crackdown. And when I reflect on the role and the accomplishments of independent civil society across China in the reform era, it's extraordinary. It is extraordinary what people have accomplished in terms of lawsuits, public education, challenging authorities over everything from women's rights to environmental issues. I really think that this is one of the tremendous human rights success stories of the modern era. But Xi Jinping's crackdown in July of 2015 represented, I think, the first very visible, concerted effort by the authorities to really target a particular community of activists and independent civil society, and to show just how hostile the central government was going to be to that kind of work. And these were people who were really literally asking the government to do nothing more than actually abide by its own laws. I think of cases involving free speech, involving the freedom of religion, involving pollution, but also the very moving cases in which human rights lawyers were defending human rights activists. And clearly, the central government did not want that kind of work to go on unchecked. And I think, in a way, that crackdown in July 2015 was a sign of what we have seen since that time, which is widening and deepening abuses across the country, and really an effort to make sure that the legal system is an instrument of party power, not for people to hold the state accountable. And I think that has in turn emboldened the central government and officials all the way through the system to commit violations and to deny people their rights under the law and to expect to get away with it. And I think that's seen in the very harsh sentences handed down to people like Ding Jiaxi and Xu Zhiyong, 12, 14-year sentences for doing things that were entirely within Chinese and international human rights law. Nevertheless, Chinese human rights activists persist. It's extraordinary to me, the courage that people show challenging state power and trying to argue for their friends and colleagues' freedom. It's very moving, it's very powerful, it's very inspiring, and it's incredibly important in the coming years as rights are increasingly under attack inside China and around the world. And I believe that we all have an obligation to try to support the work that goes on inside the country every day by courageous activists. So congratulations to all of you for gathering and for all of your wonderful work, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you very much.